This one's actually called 31. It's a new film by Rob Zombie. And what I can tell on the trailer here, it pretty much is about a couple of friends, one of them being Sheri Moon Zombie, Rob Zombie's wife, which he pretty much puts his wife in all his films. That it looks like her and a few friends go out on a little trip. Looks like it's like, based in the 70s, so kind of think of, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, almost Halloween, where you have your friends going for like a little road trip, and what happens is that in this one, that they do go on a road trip, that it looks like that they get kidnapped by a bunch of people in prison outfits. So then the thing is they end up getting tied up, and it looks like they end up like in a circus or anything. So the thing is that I thought 31 was going to mean something about 31 days of Halloween or anything. It's be very creepy. No, it turns out that in this trailer, and your main villain I do want to mention is Malcolm McDowell. He mentioned about all you have to do is play your game 31. You have to survive 12 hours of our hell, and we'll let you go. Well, no surprise, how's that always go, right? I don't think they're going to let you go kind of thing. So it turns out that 31 is a game, but the trailer doesn't show a whole lot except them being kidnapped, them being tortured, them being hunted down, and then all of a sudden Sheri Moon Zombie's like, you know what? Let's take these guys down. And I'm sure probably that's just because this is the, all audience trailer here. I'm sure she really wants to say something like, let's take these fuckers down. And I'd love to hear that in the Red Ben trailer. It does look good. It looks interesting. And one thing I will give Rob Zombie a decent amount of credit is that he really can make a really great horror movie. Now, is he better than John Carpenter or Wes Craven? No, not really. But the thing was, Rob Zombie, for people who may or may not know this, he used to be a singer. He was in a band, and then he was by himself. And the thing is, when he was by himself, even in the band White Zombie, he used to have these really creepy music videos, and he brought that creepiness into directing these movies, from House of a Thousand Corpses to Devil's Rejects to the Halloween. Really brought them really into them. I'd say other than the remake of Halloween 2, I always thought his trailers were cool. I thought his films were really interesting, and he really brought that into this, and that's what I really liked about him. And like I said, with Rob Zombie, always bringing his wife in, I guess my only little gripe, I would say, is that this guy can never get out of the 70s. His films always take place based on the 70s. Hey, I guess it's the old saying, do what you do best, do what you know kind of thing. And I guess with Rob Zombie, he really knew the 70s when he was probably a kid or a teenager. So he kind of always just brought that in. So everything's based off the 70s. So it seems like when you see a film by him, it's always going to be old school. To me, it looks interesting. Have you seen this trailer? What do you think about it? Please comment down below if you really, one way or the other. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay awesome.